What's going on, guys? BladeZilla here, and today I've got another ridiculous beast of a knife for you. This is the Reate T6000. Yes, 6 times the 1000, which I don't know why it's called the 6000, but let's be honest, it's 6 times the 1000 in terms of number count. Today we're taking a look at this. Nothing too crazy. It's a beast. It's big. It's girthy. And of course, that's what she said, which I cannot resist. So we'll get that right out of the way. Sit down, relax, grab a cup of coffee, grab a beer, Coke, whatever, and let's walk through this one together and see how many mistakes I can make in a single video. As a reminder, BladeZilla.ca is where a lot of the knives featured on this channel are available in Canada for sale, and that is BladeZilla.ca right there. There will be a link below in the video to click if you want to harass me via email. I encourage that. Or let's just chat, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. I am a knife freak, much like you guys, if you're watching this. Or if you've stumbled upon this because it's a ridiculously heavy, girthy beast, then you know what? Welcome to the club. I don't even know where to start with this. Let's get a weight, because it is heavy. I would ballpark it at like 8. You know, I have no idea where to even park it, but it's got to be like, you know, I'm pretty sensitive in that 3.5, 4 kind of range, and this is just like double that. So zero this guy off, and we'll see what we got. 8.9. Did I see it say 9 at once? Zero this one more time. 8.7. 8.7. So that's what I'm getting. 8.8. Somewhere between 8.7 and 8.9 ounces. And let's be honest, does it really matter at that point? Like, does it matter if it's 8.7 or 8.9? Like, man, I only carry 8.6 ounce knives. No, this is a beast. So if I remember correctly, when I did the other Terminator knife, we got to push this guy down on the spine, which opens pins right here, as you can see, which is currently blocking the flipper, which is cool and very tactical, very safety oriented for people that have kids around that don't want to play with knives, which shouldn't be doing this anyway. But anyway, so I think you push forward, those pins should disappear. Yeah, and then you close them just by like that. So if you want to leave them open, you can, but push them open. So now I guess the knife in theory is armed, and should be able to pull this guy open. Ooh, beastly. I can't see this knife having balance, but we'll find out. Oh my god, it does. Wow. With a blade stock, that's like 1.5 inches thick. That makes sense. I'm just kidding, but it's got to be like 3/8 of an inch. Beastly, beastly, beastly. Action-wise, these run on bearings. Traditionally pretty smooth. The problem with a knife like this when you go to production is that, you know, your detents and your just almost everything changes when you have a blade this thick and heavy, because it's not traditional. Like it's a much heavier knife to swing home and move. Let's see, is it centered? Yep, nice. Good job, Reate. So this one is a zirconium inlays, so you get a little taste of that, which is cool. Beautifully done. The Reate logo is up on there. I love the kind of the little look there. It kind of reminds me of almost like looking out the window of a submarine at your blade, so to speak. I think that's cool. You always wonder if there's going to be like add-ons that clip in there or something, but the safety is kind of cool as well. I think that's a nice little touch. It's just a beast, like straight up. This is like a heavy, heavy beast. Ooh, that's comfortable. That is a comfortable rest for your thumb. No jimping, but that just finds my thumb nicely. geez, you got so much room here. You can put your finger on the top here and still have a place to park your trailer. Jeez, so much room. So M390 blade, which is somewhere around here. It's usually over here. Oh, there it is. M390. Big old thumb studs. If you want to launch it with that, I'm sure you could. For me, I'd rather just use the flipper tab. The Zurich accents are just subtle and just look real nice. You have a lanyard hole in the back as well, which maybe I'll... let's do this. Show it without it open so that I can not cut myself. There you go. Got a nice little lanyard hole in the back here, which doesn't really ruin the overall aesthetic considering there's holes and drills and things every single inch of this knife. I don't think you can really mess that up, but I've been wrong before. That little window thing I was mentioning earlier is also found in that back spacer, which is cool. And on the other side, kind of changes it up a bit. Can you see right through the whole thing when it's open? Yeah, you can. Sweet. Including the clip too. That's cool. I like little things like that, I'll be honest. That's a detail they didn't need to do, but they did. Because they can. There is some skeletonization inside, not much. It would be the equivalent of, you know, there's not much skeletonization. There's some, but not a ton. It's probably just to balance it out. Looks like I've got a signature in here. I don't know. This is the. I'm not doing this with a spec sheet. I don't know what that is. If anyone wants to tell me what that is, please do in the comments, because I am curious what that little mark is inside. We do have a lock bar insert and an over travel stop, which is, it makes sense. Pretty light lockup given the size of the blade and the weight and the girth. Which is fine, but remember, you're tuning between M390 and titanium, so you need that lock bar insert to wear prior to anything else. You know, this one feels a little tight on the bearings, which I'm assuming will break in over time, just given the fact that, you know, you can't have this loose and floppy out of the box. So may have to use it a bit and adjust it according to how you like it. A lot of manufacturers are stopping the Loctite out of the box. Oh, even look under the backspacer there. There's even some centering holes cut in the middle. That's new. Also very cool. The lock bar is raised, I believe, as well. If I roll this just ever so slightly, is it raised? No, not really. It's just got a little groove in it. So rewind that. I'll have my editor take that out. No, that's in. That's not going anywhere. But I always do wonder. When I say raised, I will show you what I'm talking about. If I grab my Shiro Hattie, which all of a sudden feels like a child's toy, this is what I'm referring to. See how the lock bar right here, that little bevel is over top of the other side, so your thumb can find it a little easier. That's all I'm referring to. But man, that thing feels stupid light now compared to, oh, it feels like a 10-pound dumbbell. But you know, regardless, you have the bevels cut on both sides. It's actually quite comfortable given the width, right? That's a very unnatural width for a finger on a knife to be kind of feeling. So it is quite nice. I'm trying to figure out, and I want someone to tell me, why they drill the flipper tab out. Is that so that like you can physically lock it with a zip tie or something? In addition to that? Is it, or a pin lock maybe? Is there a... I didn't look if there's like a... What's that little word I'm looking for? One of those like cotter pins? Is there something in there that I'm missing? You know, I didn't look inside what else came with the knife, but it's Reate, so there's probably a bag of something. In terms of the hardware itself, it looks like it's all like T8 kind of throughout, if I'm guessing. So could be T6, could be T10, who knows? I'm not going to be checking that. It's Torx. The blade's quite nice, honest to God. Oh, sorry. The blade's quite nice, and just my finger really finds that. That's the first thing I noticed. Really nice. A very usable kind of grind on this as well. Given that I think they claim it as like a 3-inch blade. I'll grab the tape measure here. I'm surprised I didn't do this first, but I thought I read it was a 3-inch blade, which it feels more 3.5 just based on how the proportions work. A little over 3, so I'm getting 3 3 1/8 maybe. And then overall just under 8, 7 8, something like that. But big handle. The handle feels like a 4-inch blade. So 4.5-inch handle. It's big. It's very big, but comfortable nonetheless. I'm size extra large glove, and I still have about a quarter finger left hanging on there. So, you know, it's definitely usable. Probably more usable than the other Terminator one, the T1000. It's just, you know, my buddy Matt would love this knife, I have a feeling. Just to kind of complete that collection, because it's a cool one for sure. It's smaller, but still has the same proportions, I guess I could kind of say. I just love the window. The only thing that kind of bugs me about this, that always did, is you can kind of get like a little rattle, and you're always wondering, well, what's loose? Is it the blade? Is it this little slider thing? Is it the clip? I don't know if you can hear that, but it's the little buttons. So it kind of goes away when you flick them in, or engage them, I guess. But can you close them? Oh, you can lock. I forgot about that. You can lock the blade so it's like fixed now. That's a nice little touch. So I guess the lock works both ways. Total good move there, man. I like that kind of stuff. No rattle with the knife when it's actually disengaged, but engaged, the rattle is back. And this is nitpicking. This is not anything you'd ever think about. It's just the fact that there's like a spring inside there that's got to do something. But when it's disengaged, there's nothing going on. There's no rattle. But man, big old beast. I've seen a couple different configurations of the T6000. This personally was the one that I liked the most with the Zerk, just because it's classic. You know, if you know anything about me, the channel, over the last, geez, we got to be coming close up on a year here of putting YouTube videos up. I like plain Jane with a little pizzazz, and this is that kind of knife for me. You know, even though it's Zerk, it's still a little bit much with the kind of polished back. But right up my alley versus like a full Damascus or full kind of full dress. I think this looks real sharp. What do you guys think? Think this is a winner? Got a few of these that I'm going to throw up on the site. I don't know if they're going to coincide with the video release of this, because I think the knife's been around now for a little while when I'm filming this, so I don't know if there's any real importance to get it up and out there. But I'll take some photos of a couple here and throw them on the site, and we'll see how they do. And if more come available, then I'll bring some in. But you know, releases like this aren't going to be huge volume, probably kept to a few hundred, and that'll kind of be it. I love the little venting on the bottom. It reminds me of like the spoiler, like the front kind of underbody of like a SRT or something. That's cool. And I just want to get my point across of like how heavy this knife is. It's just, it's almost indescribable. Like if I put this up, let's grab like a Stellar, similar size. Where's my Stellar here? Similar size, right? Even though hugely different size blades. Like look at that. Like the width of this entire knife is like the pocket clip back. Like it's thick. Conversely, if I grab like here's a Grimsmo Rask. Like, just look at the width on this. Look at the steel that's being used on a Rask versus the T6000. It's like it's not even comparable. It's just so big, which is cool. And you know what? Like this is like a man's knife, right? Like it's I shouldn't say that because there's gonna be lots of women that will probably love a big knife like this, but it's just like it's a guy's knife. Like it's heavy duty, it's burly, it's made to be used, it's made to be beat. You know, it might be the kind of thing you could probably like split wood with this, chop kindling, because it's just so big, so cool. And I love how you can see those little screws or the little holes cut into the blade for the pins to kind of come in and out. And I'll try to launch this or open it up here without looking. Where is it here? There we go. How cool is that? And open it up. All right. Close it up. It's locked, man. Not going anywhere. That's a cool one. The question is, are you guys gonna leave it open, or are you always gonna lock those pins? Any other knife now feels like risky not having a lock bar, double lock. After holding this, that's hilarious. Okay, guys. Well, I'll kind of stop it there. There's a T6000 with my rookie kind of overview. I know I wanted to go into more detail, but I wanted to give you my honest opinion of this knife as I saw it for the first time and tell you what I think. I probably missed a very important feature of something. I don't know, but at the same time, that was my first look, and at least you got a taste of that. So I've got a stack of these. I'm going to throw up a couple on the site probably tonight when I'm filming this, which is early May. So don't know when this video is going to hit YouTube, but likely a few weeks later, depending on what's coming in and whatnot, but just because there's no rush. But very cool knife. Hopefully you guys grab one of these, because I think they're cool. They've got a real cool factor, and no one's really doing anything like these other than Reate, which is awesome. Alright guys, have yourself a great week, and we'll see you soon. Peace.